Are you thinking about spending $150 a month on the Trade with Maya bot? Well, before you risk your own capital, you need to see the actual retail execution. Here you will find no affiliate links, no marketing hype, just my independent real money broker logs and the raw friction data. So let's jump right into the sheet and look at what this week's results are. Well, we had a bit of excitement this week. On June 5th, we had a large drop in the market, and it really impacted our account pretty significantly. So Maya started shutting down or taking losses on most all of the positions that we had. So we motored right past their 4% advertised drawdown for what they've seen so far in the last, I guess, year or so that they've been trading this live. We actually went a little bit past the 4%, as much as 4.72%. And then it's kind of recovered a little bit. We're sitting right at about 4.5% drawdown from the peak, which actually we peaked just a little bit above the 30,000, but not really much, like $75. So that was pretty exciting. So I guess what we'll get to do is we will get to see how well Maya handles a pretty significant drawdown. And it'll be interesting to see if they actually report a new max drawdown for their account. So they do track it weekly. So, and I was watching this, and it was at the end of last week that we hit that drawdown. So it'll be interesting to see if they actually post that or if they wait till this next week to see where we're at and then see if they end up posting anything for that. What was interesting too, though, is that, we did not get filled on like 3 of the limit orders. So Maya had 12 closed out positions from the start of when we began this. So when we began, we started counting all the trades that they were, taking through the bot, and the ones that they took from the time that we actually started taking them. They took 12 trades that have closed out now, and we took 9 because we did miss those 3 positions because they were limit orders and they never got filled. They sat out there all day long and they just never got filled. So actually, as I said, our account looks better than Maya because we missed those 3 losing trades. And it'll be interesting to see because their account should have greater than 4% drawdown, but we'll see what happens. Greater than the 4.5 that we saw. I guess that's probably the most significant thing that we encountered this week that we can talk about. We're taking a look right now. If you want to look at the spreadsheet, you can see that I'm collecting the trade counts, and I'm starting to collect when we miss the trades because of because of the limit orders. And you can see that, we are getting some positive slippage and some negative slippage. But overall, I think we're kind of about even with Maya as far as the trades that match up. So for the trades that we actually took and the ones that they closed out, so I think our P&L is pretty close. So that's kind of a glimmer of good information there. So, but right now it's looking a little dim for the strategy. So right out of the gate, we've only been, I guess, had about 6 days of actual live trades that was taken. And I think we have like maybe 4 or 5 positions still open, and they're looking, I think one of them looks okay. The others are kind of treading water a little bit. So, but that's kind of where we are right now. We're going to continue, even though we said we might stop it at 4% because we motor down to it quickly. And we're going to continue because we're real interested to see if Maya can dig itself out of this hole, which would be, pretty exciting if they did for them and, for our account right now. So we're gonna stay with it for a little bit longer. We'll probably have to evaluate this every week to see how it goes, to see if we want to keep going and how deep we'll go. But we are real interested in trying to see if we can go at least a little bit longer to see if it'll dig itself out of this hole. Now we're going to switch over and take a look at the live account. All right, so a quick look at our live account at Tasty Trade. And you can see that our current balance right here is at 28,650-ish, kind of popping around right now as we're live right now. The markets are open and we're live. So there you go.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in learning more, have any questions for us? Please visit our website at KeystoneStrategyTrading.com.